Hi, how's it going? I'm Natalie. I'm mostly in the moment. I'm looking at the twin flame energies for the last week of May. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, subscribing. I have to point this out because it just popped out. It's the 1111 twin flame card. Just to let you know, I'm recording this on the 20th, and May 20th, 2020, it adds up to a number 11 day. The number 11, a lot of you know, is the master number of service, but it's also known as the master number of love and relationships. So we have the new moon in Gemini coming up in a few days, and it's just, you just know there's a lot of beautiful energies coming in for twin flames. Where was I? Thank you. Thank you so much for liking, commenting, subscribing. I appreciate it so much. And just to let you know, if you resonate with my readings here, my channel messages for twin flames, you might resonate with my weekly general energies, and I recommend checking that out. And with that, let's get started. I mean, Spirit's ready. Spirit's already started. Let's go. Let's get started. Let's run off the twin flames. Okay, so we have the World card and the Five of Wands. Okay, so the Five of Wands came out in reverse. Okay, so there is some sort of completion coming in for the twin flames. Some sort of change. And this change is something that you, the twin flame, does not see occurring in your connection at this time. But it's going to lead to some sort of completion, ending of one cycle and the beginning of a new one, because this is the last card of the major arcana, very powerful card, signifying a major change that really like shifts your life coming up in terms of your twin flame connection. And it might be just like a flip of a switch, like something small changes in your physical environment, in your physical circumstances, and that is all that needed to happen in order for the twin flame connection to come together, come to a close in terms of reunion or in terms of starting the new cycle, because twin flames do go through quite a few cycles before finally coming into that physical union where you stay together. So this is going to be kind of a complex reading because we have twin flames that have been on this journey for a long time, that have been doing their spiritual work and been keeping on top of growing spiritually and mastering your things that you need to master, self-mastery, and following your heart and doing what you know you need to do in order to live your highest and best life. And then there's those twin flames that just became aware of this journey or are just starting off this journey, and you'll feel some sort of completion too, but you'll feel it in a slightly different way. You might get the feeling that you're coming together with your twin flame, but in actuality you're completing a cycle with your twin flame. This cycle is usually to teach you a really big spiritual lesson, and that's what your twin flame is for, to mirror those lessons to you, so you can keep evolving your soul. So twin flames are going to feel this differently. For those coming into union, it's that last thing that needed to fall into place in order for the whole world to come together for you. And for those that still have a cycle or more to go, there is a big change. It's going to feel like, okay, something big is happening in my life. Things are shifting. I'm doing something new now. Oh wow. Okay, so right away the Three of Swords, and it hit this deck and the Strength card. Okay, so I do feel like this is a tough one. This last thing that needs to be dealt with in order for the twin flame cycle to finish and to have the new one start, either for physical union or for the next segment of your journey. It's a bit tough. I'm gonna pull an extra clarifier for this because it's interesting. Oh wow. Okay, so I have the Strength card come up twice, And the Four of Swords. Okay, so this is it. This is the big one. You know how you get tested after a whole cycle of learning a spiritual lesson? Tested to see if you're ready to go on to the next level or if you are to repeat the same lessons again. This is it. For a lot of you, you're going to be put to the test, and it's interesting because a lot of you have been feeling like it's nearly there. And it is. It's nearly there. This is the last test, the final test. I don't like to use the word test, but it's kind of like you're proving to yourself, can you handle a twin flame relationship? Because a lot of you might think you can. And then you go through another cycle and then you realize, I thought I was ready last year, but I wasn't. And then you think you're ready again, and then something major happens in your life, a life-changing event, a tower moment, a mini dark night of the soul, and you realize that you thought you were ready back then again, but you really weren't. So this is a test from the universe or from your higher self, whatever you like to believe, to prove to yourself, can you actually handle a twin flame relationship? This twin flame relationship is so massive in its energy and power that you better be sure you can handle something like this. And how do you know? One of the ways you can know is if you can live your life accepting any outcome from this connection with your twin flame in this physical reality. Whether they move on, whether you never get to see them again in this lifetime, only once, they have a family and you have a family, you move on with other soulmates, or you come together as friends only, or business partners, or actually coming together as lovers and partners in love and creating a family together or creating a home together. Like being okay with any outcome with your twin flame, knowing that you trust and you believe and you know that you will accept whatever is for the highest and best good for you and whatever is the highest and best good for your twin flame and your mutual highest best good. If you accept that you will take any fate that is for the highest best good of both of you, no matter what it is, even if you aren't together in this lifetime, or if you are, that is showing spiritual maturity. That is showing that you are ready for a twin flame connection. That is showing that you are living your highest and best life. You accept who you are, what you're working on now, how you're living life. You're comfortable in your own skin. You go after what you want. You're so busy with all the things that you want to do to improve your life and have fun and enjoy life and get the most out of this life, that being in physical union with your twin flame isn't the biggest deal. That is when you know that you're spiritually mature enough, spiritually evolved enough to handle a love like this. And this might trigger a lot of people, but some twin flames need to hear this, because if you're not ready for this, I am a high vibe channel. You might want to wait to subscribe to me until you're ready for this. But like everyone that has been doing their work, everyone that knows that they're coming into union, everyone that has done this kind of work in their last twin flame cycles know what I'm talking about and know what it takes to come into physical union with your twin flame harmoniously and stay together. Okay, so now what is the masculine feeling about the divine feminine? How is the divine masculine? Wow. See? The Ace of Pentacles. There you go. The divine masculines know that they want to offer something of significance in the physical relating to how they feel about the divine feminine. So the divine masculines want to very, very strongly offer the divine feminine something relating to their emotion. So this emotion could be an apology. It could be contact, communication. It could be the offer of spending time together, sharing ideas together. It could be an actual gift, and it could also be, for a lot of you, the start of a relationship. Also, to add, it might be something in terms of gifts. Say you are looking for a place to live, they might know a place that you can move to. If you're looking for a job, they might know a place that's hiring. If you're looking for someone that you can network with, or that could help you out with this medical problem, or that could assist you in some way, like they have the hookup. But the main message here is the Divine Masculines want to offer the Divine Feminine something very strongly. And when it's this strong, I mean, there's 2 strength cards here. There's a lot of power and willpower there to make it happen. Oh wow, okay. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune and the Page of Swords in reverse and the Page of Cups face down. So first of all, the Wheel of Fortune on the union space. What's interesting here is that I'm seeing the Wheel of Fortune, the circle, the Pentacle, which is a circle, and the World card, all circles. So this is kind of a really, really significant time for twin flames. Like twin flames are definitely starting a new cycle, starting something new. But it's time. It's fated. There's meant to be a breakthrough in this connection at this time, and it's very powerful. I mean, this is going to happen whether you acknowledge it or not. So this is a change in a connection, and for those of you that it's going to be something that you wanted and very positive, you're going to be feeling like, yes, finally I get this offer or opportunity or a sign in the physical, some sort of confirmation in the physical from my twin flame. But for others of you that get this kind of coming full circle, finishing one part of the journey and starting a new part, you might not even acknowledge it because you were hoping for physical union, but you got something else. So just letting you know, like, for those of you who are ready for union, this is really good news. For those of you who haven't really learned the lesson from this last cycle, like, things are going to change, things are going to move forward, but it's going to be interesting in a different way. I mean, this twin flame journey is never dull, so you're definitely probably going to get something else that's just exciting and pleasant and forward moving for you too. And then the Page of Swords and the Page of Cups. So I do feel like for most, this is more the initial romantic contact. So I feel like even if the Divine Masculines offer you something in the physical that isn't romantic, for example, they're not telling you how they feel, or they're not telling you that they want a relationship. If they give you an offer of something physical, like how I said, like help or assistance in something, or a gift, it is backed by romantic or loving feelings. So it might be the masculine's way of reaching out and saying, like, I'm sorry, or I like you, but in a very but in a way that might not be very obvious. Like, it's it might be done out of love, but it might not exactly be the I love you that you're looking for. Okay, the Divine Feminine's emotions, feelings towards the Divine Masculines. Wow, the Ace of Swords. We have 2 aces here. The twin flames are on track here. The twin flames are on the same page. What's funny here is that the masculine is leading, because normally for this journey, the Divine Feminine has been leading, because this journey was mostly intuitive, dealing with your emotional issues, healing it, growing your beliefs in whatever higher power. So that is basically what feminine energy is, just generalizing here. But so the Divine Feminine has been leading this connection for the most part, because it is something that the twin flames have to do. They have to spiritually evolve, come to a place where they can handle a very strong, spiritual, powerful, and loving relationship like this. And now the masculines are taking the lead in the physical, because the masculine energies, forte is in the physical. So that's interesting that the divine masculines are now taking the lead, because for a lot of you, the physical union is coming together, and that is when the masculine energy, the divine masculine, takes the lead at this point. Yeah, because the divine feminines are this is funny because it's been coming up in the last few readings. The divine feminines are done doing what they need to do in this connection. You know, they are glad to take the back seat here and let the masculine do what they need to do and come to them when they're ready. And the divine feminines just kind of have this knowing that everything is working out, and that they just need to kind of be in the receptive energies at this time. I mean, I feel like the divine feminines, if you're coming into new union, you already feel the energies. You start getting the energies of union before you guys even talk to each other in the physical, or see each other in the physical, or talk about even starting a relationship or working on a project or anything in the physical. Like, before you guys come into the next level of physical union, or the first level of physical union, if you haven't been in physical union yet, like you start to feel the energies before they even walk into your life. Like, their energies will supersede them coming in. Okay, the divine masculines, thoughts towards the divine feminines. The 10 of Cups. Oh, wow. Okay. See, and it fell on the Page of Cups and in their heart space. The divine masculines are definitely feeling this very, very strong, loving, kind of like utopia. Like that utopia is real. It's possible to have this kind of beautiful, loving, harmonious life with the divine feminine. I mean, they're thinking about it. They're visualizing it. They believe it. They're manifesting it. They believe they can manifest it. They are. I feel like they're thinking, like a lot of divine masculines are thinking, like, I know this is possible with my divine feminine. Like, I've been thinking for a long time that I want this kind of life, and I've been either hanging out with the wrong people, being in the relationship with the wrong people, or just thinking about life in all the wrong ways. And they had it. They had this potential to have this beautiful life with me this entire time. And now I'm going to go after it. Oh my goodness, the reunion card. I'm not even kidding. And the Chariot. Wow. So they are literally running to you, driving to you. They literally like dropped their force and like forgot to eat because they're too busy doing this, that running to you. Like, seriously, this is on their mind. Reunion's on their mind. And they are, I'm getting that they're like extremely motivated. Like, I feel like this is something that they're like, I need to do this right now. Like, it's like coursing through their veins and in their blood. Like, they're just like, I have to do this. Wow, they are seriously running towards you, divine feminines. Wow, I mean, what a confirmation that they're ready, and they have the courage, the strength. They feel absolutely sure that they want to do this, and that this is something that they can't believe they couldn't see before, you know? The divine feminine's thoughts towards their masculines. Are you kidding me? You see how the card is just standing up there on its corner? Like, this is crazy. The Wheel of Fortune. It's like literally just, I mean, it's kind of like the perfect timing. Like, it's kind of like out of time. It's like out of this world kind of experience. Like, it just literally fell on its head, and it's like kind of if you flip a coin and it fell on its side. Like, it didn't fall on the face side or the tail side, but it falls right on the rim. Like, that's what I'm feeling right now. Like, this is manifesting. It's destiny. It's fate. It's happening for so many twin flames. This is out of this world crazy. This is this is taking a turn into like a whole nother kind of reading. This is like Temperance, which is another kind of reunion card, but it's kind of like everything is working out, everything is falling into place. Like the divine feminines are so chill about this, like they're so in the knowing, they're just literally sitting back and relaxing now because everything is falling into the place. Like literally the masculines are running to you. They are getting all sorts of speeding tickets coming to you. They are cutting everyone in line to fly to you. Like they are on their way. Wow. Okay, the divine masculines action space towards the divine feminines. I mean, at this point, okay, the Queen of Pentacles in reverse and the Two of Pentacles in reverse. Okay, this is a weird thing to say because I would never really say this unless I was like absolutely sure and got like multiple confirmations in a reading. But like the divine masculines are ready to make you their wifey, make you their hubby. Like they're ready to tie you down. Like they're ready to put a ring on it. They're ready to move in with you. They're ready to be your neighbor. They're ready to move into the same city. They're ready to meet your family. Oh my goodness. They're ready to integrate into your life. So what I'm getting is like, I just kind of clicked for the divine masculines where they're like, I can have this happy home life, happy like family life, community, just life in general, lifestyle, just be very happy. And all it really requires is to have this connection with the divine feminine. It's to integrate their lives with the divine feminine, because integrating their lives with you physically would be just the right move. Like it's fated. It's so fated. I mean, like spirit literally wants this connection to come together in the physical, because that way you guys can now grow together, spiritually grow together. You guys have done enough spiritually growing in separation, and now it's time to come together to spiritually grow in physical union. Wow, this is a very powerful reading. Okay, the divine feminine's action space towards the masculine. The Nine of Wands. It's interesting that the Nine of Wands came out twice. I'm feeling like the divine feminine is like finally, like they're so like worn out, tired, and kind of not depleted. Like you get to finally see what you worked so hard for come into your life, you know, finally manifest into your life. Like it's like I feel like a bunch of weight just lifted off your shoulders, divine feminines, because like you were kind of like, you know, at times you were doing really well. You had to go through some of the stuff like first, in terms of spiritually growing and emotionally growing, and then you helped your masculine, you know, you encouraged them, you supported them, you gave them love, you helped them through some of their spiritual work, their emotional work. And then it came to a point where you were helping them a little bit too much, and you had to kind of focus back on your stuff, because it's like, oh my God, I have enough on my plate. Sorry, masculines. Like I need to focus on my stuff. Like it's overflowing with things I need to do now, spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically. And then it's kind of like to the point where the divine feminines are kind of like barely holding on, and there might have been more than one time where the divine feminines felt like they were barely holding on to this connection. It just felt like, oh my goodness, it's too much, too many things that are happening in my life, you know. And then finally the divine masculine gets it. He does his spiritual work, he finishes it, at least he completes what he needs to do. And now we've been getting for the last, you know, few weeks, few months, that like the masculine's preparing to come to the divine feminines physically. At first they didn't know it, you know, they got a hint that they had to do something, but they didn't know what. And now that they finally know what it is, like they had to juggle back and forth with like, when is the divine timing? Should I do it now? Am I not ready? And now for the physical union part, they know what they want. They know what it means to come into physical union. And they really want it so badly, more than anything, that they are finally in a good place and coming to you, divine feminines. Like, I mean, this was such an exhausting journey to come to just physical union. And now, then there's like that part after physical union, right? That I haven't even got to yet. But like, just to this point where you can finally relax for a little bit and enjoy this a little bit. I mean, you deserve it, divine feminines. I mean, you really do. Congrats. Like, this is, you deserve like a pat on the back. Like, you did it. Knight of Cups. Knight of Cups with the Queen of Swords. Yeah, because I feel like the divine feminines knew, like, whatever you have said in the past was your truth, whether the divine masculine understood it or not, and you kind of made it a point that, hey, I'm not gonna just keep coming at the divine masculine with my truth, what I know is the truth. And now the divine feminine knew that they had to wait until the divine masculines were ready and show that by coming to them in the physical, and that's happening. That's what's happening. At least a glimpse of it. Like, I feel like if you watch my weekly general reading, you'll see that like some people are getting an opportunity and they'll get a glimpse of it, and they'll double back in about like 3 months or later this year. But at least some sort of physical union happens now. Completion happening for twin flames. A lot of fated events. I mean, this week is going to be crazy amazing, and just like watch, there's going to be some events that happen in your twin flame connection or just in your life that's going to be pushing you towards your life path, your highest and best life path. And for a lot of you, it's going to be your masculine or your twin flame coming into your physical existence, your physical life. So I hope you enjoyed that reading. It's my pleasure reading for such a high vibrational audience. I'm Natalie, reminding you to stay mostly in the moment, and I wish you so much love, light, and peace.